Artificial intelligence is changing the way we live and work. Researchers at Georgia State University are exploring how this technology can shape the future. Inside Georgia State's Chai Center, researchers build and test the future. From drones to robotic systems, the lab houses technology designed to solve real-world problems. With Dr. Schwak leading the research.
It has a GPS. It is the weatherproofing is not in yet, but technically this will be weatherproofed and used outside.
Using exciting projects, even working with drones.
The idea was any two vehicles must communicate with each other autonomously and transfer a certain amount of data and be able to detect each other. We had these two drones actually.
Offering an immersive experience for students.
Right now, one of the projects that we're working on is we're trying to communicate, establish communication between a drone and underwater robot or underwater, let's say, scuba diver or anything that's there underwater. And in fact, we do have an underwater ROV, as we call, robotic operating vehicle.
But this comes with its challenges.
Testing these is pretty hard because we don't have a marine department as such, and the lake or anything is not just right accessible. Pools are where we were tested, so that is where we're going to be testing these things.
Complex wiring systems. The university makes use of technology developed in India.
So this is a optical transmitter. This is an LED, and this is a photoreceptor, photodiode, and you're very well aware of these things because these are the ones that exist in your remote. You're transmitting optically, and then it uses infrared. This uses blue light because blue light propagates well in water. Ultraviolet even better. Green good, but not as good as blue. Blue is the best. Ultraviolet is the best.
Video sonar is powering the next wave of AI robotics, using sound to map surroundings and guide movement when cameras fall short.
The monitor for the electrical signals. It's the equivalent of your monitor. It's the visual. You have much more fancy ones, but these are the low-cost ones that you get. You would see it in any electronics shop or backyard, and this is your multimeter. Typical electronics table.
One of the lab's most unique progressing projects is the development of a robotic pet that interacts with people.
And you want to interact more, comes forward a little and shows a hand. So we're trying to understand how robots and these robots and humans should interact. What is the best way of interaction? Should they not interact, and what situations they should not?
In hopes that it will use sensors and AI to respond to human movement, mimicking natural interactions. Furthermore, Dr. Schwak explains how students are using technology to monitor and support scientific research.
We were using these robots before, as you see, 3 pedals, 2 wheels, and this doesn't get controlled. We're trying to use, as you can see, the soil. We're trying to use something called millimeter waves. Millimeter waves is basically what is the radio technology. It occurs in the anywhere between 10 gigahertz to 80 gigahertz, 100 gigahertz.
Students are then presented with the opportunity to develop AI systems to improve well-being.
This project is about attention span and attention resilience.
Enabling students to interact with AI through a brain-computer interface. They control the game with head-mounted sensors and see results in real time. As AI advances, researchers push the boundaries of what's possible. Questions remain about the development of autonomous vehicles.
And the fundamental question about safety has to be asked. It's not a one-on-one. It's not a single point of failure. One thing fails as a chain reaction.
Dr. Schwak raises his concerns about if cities are fully ready for self-driving vehicles.
Cities are not. You see a lot of self-driving cars, and not necessarily because it's the technology. I think there are technologies being developed. There's a lot of research that goes on, a lot of trials that are going on. There's always contention between technology and the adaptation, which involves policies. So our congressmen and people in our leadership, administration, and all that. So, and I mean, the discussions are good, and that's what is going on. But I feel what was stated for self-driving vehicles to be adopted in the next 5 years, 10 years, it's not happening. I think it's going the other direction. Looks like there is lesser interest to adopt.
But as AI research evolves, projects like these shape the future of technology. Students and professors work to push science and imagination together, showing what happens when innovation meets opportunity. Artificial intelligence is no longer just something we see in labs. It's now moving through the streets of Atlanta. Small autonomous delivery bots are popping across the city, transporting food and packages without a driver. Spotted around the city, robots navigating sidewalks, using cameras, sensors, and a GPS system to move safely around pedestrians. Every morning, teams load these delivery bots and send them out across the city. Each bot runs on a rechargeable battery, and they even use a controller similar to a PlayStation remote to guide when unloading them from the delivery truck. But as these bots become more common, some people are getting used to the idea of sharing space with robots.
I was a little disappointed only because, I was just not really looking forward to working with them. But that's my own personal opinion. It's made it easy in the sense that we can have a sense of security inside the robot when we place it there. But it's also made it more difficult because sometimes the robot will pull up to people's houses and then the people will be like, no, I want a real human being, and they've actually denied our orders. And then we've had to figure out a whole customer service kind of ordeal with whatever platform that's using those. So it's kind of a little bit of both. But I will say with customer satisfaction and actually having a human delivering it, I kind of can tell people have a more sense of security on their end because they're having a person actually hand it to them. They know who's had it, they have a name to the face, and I think it brings more of a sense of community, especially in Midtown Atlanta, because it's we definitely thrive ourselves on community and personal interaction and interacting with people. So I think that definitely creates a little bit of a barrier for that.
Companies say this technology is part of a growing push to make everyday services faster and more accessible. And while these robots are changing how packages move, a bigger question remains. What happens when that same technology takes the driver's seat? Self-driving cars are becoming more common in cities across the country. One company is bringing driverless technology to where the rubber meets the road. Before stepping inside a driverless car, students were asked what they think about riding one.
I think we're offloading the effort of regular humans to robots a little too quickly. There's no driver, so it's kind of scary. I think it does improve it because they're alone, and there's no one to necessarily endanger them. And then I have to be with a drunk driver, and it can help you from a drunk driver. So yeah.
I think so. Maybe in a couple years from now, when their technology is updated. I feel like it's not really as safe now because my friend, a Waymo car almost ran over her one time. So
In a way.
No,
Would you ever go in?
no,
Why not?
I don't like them. Like, I don't really trust a self-driving car. I really don't see myself being inside of a self-driving car with nobody driving a car. No,
there's something they can do to make you trust the car.
put a human in a car.
How was your experience with that?
It's a little surreal because there's no driver, but I think it's pretty fun. It's interesting.
Would you do it again?
Probably not. I prefer walking.
Yes, I would. Yeah.
I don't want to try.
Why haven't you been in one so far?
I just don't have a reason to book one because it's with Uber. I don't really book Ubers like that. But if I did, I would love to take one. No, they're kind of good. They're good drivers, better than most of the drivers here. I actually saw one next to Adderhold. There was some caution tape. This was in December, I think, and there was a bus turning into the Waymo, and it panicked and started honking, and it just blew through the caution tape. I think it's a benefit because no driver, no danger.
Today, we're testing the experience firsthand, from buckling our seatbelts to seeing how they respond on the street. Once inside, the first step is simple. Buckle up. With just one tap on the screen, the car begins to move. No driver, no hands on the wheel, just technology guiding the way. The vehicle uses cameras, sensors, and advanced software to detect objects, follow traffic rules, and navigate city roads. During the ride, the car stops for pedestrians, slows at intersections, and maintains safe distance from other vehicles. At first, the experience feels unusual, but after a few minutes, the ride feels surprisingly smooth. Still, trust remains a major question for many riders. Companies like Waymo continue to test and improve autonomous technology with the goal of reducing human error and improving road safety. After several minutes on the road, the vehicle reaches its destination. As technology continues to advance, driverless vehicles could change how people travel, commute, and experience transportation. Whether people feel excited or uncertain, self-driving technology continues to move forward.